Scientific for the rap guy, you know, with my girl J Silver. It's my birthday right now. Let's go.
Cherry on top, just the way that you like it. Gonna hit the right spot. Whatever you want, I got it. Every single flavor. All the Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. This can be my chocolate and I'll be your banana. Mix it up, swirl it around, we taste so good together. And you can be the boss in my candy shop. I'ma be the customer, you be the lollipop. I'ma lick it up till I get to the middle. Do it like your boss has squirt a little.
Ta-da! It's a favorite LOL surprise doll theme rainbow cake. Are you ready to be my little kitchen assistant today?
You bet!
So we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract into the milk and mix well. 2 teaspoons. 1. 2. Can you help me to mix it?
Yeah.
After we mix well, we'll divide into 6 mixing bowls. Arissa, let me test your math. What is 12 divided by 6?
It's 2, Mommy.
Bingo! Can you please pour 2 tablespoons of milk into each bowl?
Sure.
Thank you, darling. Okay, here you go. Color paste here. We have red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. Okay, add 2 drops of each color paste into the milk mixture and mix well. Okay, let's do it now. Once we have mixed all the colors, just pop them to one side until you are ready to use them. Okay, now we are going to make the batter. Okay, we'll put all the unsalted soft butter into the standing mixer. Okay, so
Squishy butter is melting. Hey.
Yes, so put it inside here.
And what are the little ones?
Yes, and the little ones.
Now with the sugar. So I pour the sugar.
Okay, yes. Add caster sugar into it.
Me.
Okay, here. Okay, be careful. Slowly. Okay, good. Put the mixer on a medium to high speed and beat together for about 6 to 7 minutes until it's really pale and fluffy. After that, crack 10 large eggs into a bowl and whisk well. Once done with the eggs,
Put your mixer back on slightly less fast speed and add in about 5 or 6 stages into the mixture. Put the mixer on a really low setting and add in the sifted self-raising flour so that we will not lose too much of the air in it.
Okay, so grab a set of electric scale, okay, measure the whole amount of batter that we've got and divide it equally into 6 mixing bowls with color milk mixture. So right here we have 2,679 grams of batter. So we divide by 6, we have to put 446 grams in each bowl. Alright?
Yes. Alright.
Okay. Now that we've got the mixture all divided equally, okay, we need to mix them really carefully. Okay? So I'm going to use, because you don't want to knock all the air out, I'm going to use a spatula. Alright? And you can use a metal spoon, but just not to knock too hard because you don't want to lose all the lovely air that you've got. Okay? You don't want to knock the air out. So you see, I'm going to pull very gently.
Wait, so the air wants it. I want to knock the
We have got 6 9-inch sandwich tins here. Butter all over them and dusted with flour so that will stop the whole mixture from sticking, and then put all the batter into each one and level it all with a palette knife. Bake them at 170 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes or until a skewer comes out cleaned when you stick it in the middle.
Okay, while the cake is baking in the oven, we are going to get on making the buttercream. So Arissa, are you game for that?
You bet.
We are going to make some white vanilla buttercream. Beat the unsalted soft butter really fast for about 5 minutes until it's really pale and fluffy. Add the sifted icing sugar. I'm going to put it in 2 batches and beat for about 2 minutes in between each one. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract into the milk and mix well. Put the mixer on a really low speed and add all the milk into the mixture. Beat it on quite a high speed for about another 2 minutes. My icing is ready. It's white, fluffy and looks delicious. I'm just going to put something over the bowl and wait for the cakes to come up, cool down, and then we're going to ice them.
Okay, the cakes are out and completely cool. Now it's time to decorate them. Okay, we are going to trim, fill, and cover them with buttercream. So the first thing to do is to trim the cake.
As you can see, they've puffed up quite nicely and looking really good. But they do have a kind of crusty outer shell, which is the bit that comes into contact with the tin, and also the bits that the ovens cook on top, and it's also not level at all. If you try to stack this up, that's going to be all wonky and messy too.
So we're going to use a cake leveler for that. So if you don't have one, you can use a serrated knife, but you have to be super careful that you get the knife in level. Okay, the cake leveler makes it way easy. Okay, and I put it on notch 1. Alright, so that we have like an inch of the cake. Okay? Okay, let's start.
We're going to start with our red lever and gently shuffle it backwards and forwards going through the sponge. Remove the top layer and pop it to one side. Carry on doing that with all the other 5 sponges. We've got them on baking parchment that just makes it easier to move them around without kind of breaking them into pieces. When cut into the rainbow cake at the end, we will want it to be a nice clean color all the way from edge to edge. So we are going to trim off those unsightly colored edges. We are using an 8-inch cake drum for that. You can use a plate or anything that is just a bit smaller than the cake itself. Just pop that on top in the middle. Grab a nice sharp knife and trim all the way around very gently. Take the drum off and remove the outer crusty bit and left with this really nice clean circle, which is going to look great when sliced through it. Carry on with all the other ones.
Okay, our cake is leveled, trimmed, and brilliant. So now we just need to ice it and decorate them. Okay, so Arissa, are you excited about it?
I'm super excited.
So we have got a turntable here, which is a really essential piece of kit. If you are serious about cake decorating, it will make your life easier and really the only way to get a nice straight side on your cake. If you don't have one, don't panic. Okay, just make sure that you have at least a cake board and put the cake board on a bit of grease-proof, which you can kind of spin it around. Okay, so now we'll put the cake board on the turntable right in the middle. Then use a palette knife, okay, and get a bit of the buttercream. Okay, just a little bit. Alright, and then we'll put it on the board so that later the cake will stick onto it.
Start with purple lever, pick it up really gently using your whole hand, put it right in the middle of the cake board, give it a little press down to make sure it's brilliantly in place. Give the inside of the cake a little crumb coat before giving it a real good filling. Once you have got a nice thin layer, fill it properly. Get a nice generous blob, pop it in the middle and spread evenly. The purple layer is done and we'll repeat with all the other layers starting with blue, green, then yellow, orange and finish it with red. Okay, the cake is filled. Now we are going to give it a crumb coat at the side edge. It doesn't have to be really neat and tidy, but it does have to be completely covered. After that, you need to put it in the fridge for an hour or an hour and a half to be completely set before it's ready for the final layer. Now the cake is nicely set. We have put it in the fridge for an hour and a half. We are going to go ahead to cover it all with buttercream. We have got a straight palette knife here and a cake scrap. This is really useful if you want to get really nice clean straight sides. Giving a really nice thick layer with my palette knife, there's about half a centimeter thick icing on the cake and going to scrap off the excess with the cake scrap. Instead of leaving it with really clean lines and straight sides, we have decided to give it a tidy mud look style. We are going to add Anya's favorite rainbow rice sprinkles around the edge and her favorite LOL surprise dolls cake toppers.
Ta-da! Anya's birthday cake is ready! Super exciting! Can't wait for her to cut the birthday cake and see what lies within inside the cake.
I can't wait to eat it.
I know, you little glutton. Come, let's go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to Anya. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy the
Okay. Do you like cake? So you cannot blow the birthday cake this year because of COVID-19. You don't want the saliva to land on the cake. Okay, we're going to share it with the neighbors and later grandparents and uncle aunties. Okay, you okay? You like it?